Hi, thank you for joining me for another fluency lesson. Yesterday, you learned about how a fluent reader pays close attention to the punctuation as they read. Well, today we're going to talk about how a fluent reader reads smoothly. If you are reading smoothly, your words aren't choppy and you don't sound like a robot. Well, this works when you're practicing text, when you're practicing reading something that you already know the words to. That's something you would practice reading fluency on. And it might be something that you read a few times. So, this book, Wake Up Son, let's say that it is a just right book for me. It's one that I can read independently. I know the words, so I can practice not reading like a robot on this. When you don't know all of the words, you're going to kind of sound like a robot because you're having to stop still and sound them out, and that's okay. But when you practice fluency, you try to pick something you can already read. So I have this book called Wake Up Son. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm going to use this to talk about fluent, smooth reading. So let me read this to you. One night in the middle of the night, a flea bit dog on his ear. Dog woke up. Did that sound like smooth, fluent reading? It didn't. I sounded more like a robot, didn't I? So I want to try to read this smoothly. And then I also learned that I pay attention to the punctuation marks. So let's try again. And this time I'll model what fluent reading would sound like. One night, in the middle of the night, a flea bit dog on his ear. Dog woke up. Did you hear the difference? And I will say, did you notice I think my finger kind of slowed me down a little bit? When we're choral reading in class and I want to make sure everybody's on the right word, we sometimes point. But when you're reading by yourself and you're able, if you feel like you're able to keep your place, sometimes your finger might slow you down a little bit. You can talk to your family about that a little bit. Kind of depends on what reading level you're at to see whether you do better with your finger or without. Let me try it without my finger this time. One night, in the middle of the night, a flea bit dog on his ear. Dog woke up. So that's what I want you to think about as you read to self today, as you read on during the day. Think about paying attention to the punctuation like we've already learned, but also being a smooth reader and not reading like a robot. We'll have another fluency lesson tomorrow. Thank you.